definitely recommend these cool Spider-Man sunglasses. Hi, I'm Milo from Trans Men Society, and welcome to this video in which I'm going to give you 10 tips on how to make the most of your summer and not let being trans hold you back in any way. Be sure to like this video and leave a comment if you want to see more similar content. So, onto the survival guide. Number 1. Boys tend to wear a sort of uniform in the summer, which is very good for those of us who are trying really hard to pass. It generally consists of board shorts and either a tank top or a t-shirt. You can get specific tank tops that come up quite high, just under your armpit, that will help hide a binder if you wear one. Obviously you don't have to dress like this, and the summer also makes it easier for those of us who don't care as much to dress however we want without people at school possibly, being dicks. Number 2 is binding, and I would always recommend the shorter binders, not the full length ones, for summer because it would just be too sweaty. If you can, try and take regular binder breaks and don't bind as long as you would in the winter because you're just going to sweat and it'll be even more uncomfortable, especially in the heat. Thirdly, on to swimming. Rash guards definitely aren't as common as you think, and there's absolutely no problem wearing them to somewhere like the beach or to a public swimming pool. I'll put some photos in of the sort of rash guards that guys generally tend to wear, but you don't really have to be super picky about them, and they'll pair well with board shorts or whatever kind of swimming shorts you want to wear. This definitely won't out you as trans, and I've even had friends who've just worn binders swimming, and as long as it's a side up it's safe, but people can't recognise what a binder looks like, so binding while swimming isn't a problem. Fourthly, onto sunglasses. If you care much about having a sort of squared out face, and I'd recommend getting more rectangular glasses frames, but circular ones will look cool as well. It's just if you want that extra push with looking more like the other guys and not just passing. I would definitely recommend these cool Spider-Man sunglasses I have. That'll definitely make all of the cis boys, they'll know that you're one of them. Number 5 is a general summer tip, but go outside as much as you can. Going outside and generally getting more vitamin D, it makes you feel happier. I don't know, maybe it's something to do with serotonin. It's not going to cure depression by any means, but going outside, spending time with friends can make summer a whole lot better. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos on how to deal with dysphoria as well as trans videos in general, because yeah, that's what I make. Number 6, binding with tape. Binding with tape is, it's good for short periods of time, but you can get blisters, so be sure that you've sort of tested the brand and you know what you're doing when you do bind, especially if you're going to bind with tape whilst doing something like swimming. I'll put a link to Kovu's video in the description that goes over swimming tips quite well. Number 7 is specifically aimed at my closeted guys, but I would recommend, if you do meet people in the summer, having a sort of separate group that you can be out to. So introduce yourself to those people with your chosen name and pronouns instead of the ones that you have to use at school. This gives you a sort of separate group where if you are feeling dysphoric, then they'd probably be better to hang out with. Number 8 is about binding, because I know websites like GC2B say that as long as you wear a binder in a size up, binding while swimming is safe, but this isn't necessarily true because of the water pressure. Generally that means that the binder constricts your chest more, which is not a good thing. So if you can, I'd bind with tape or just restrict your swimming amount a little bit. This will only apply to some people, but the same thing with pressure is in aeroplanes. So when you're on a plane, your binder constricts your chest even more. So if you can, just don't bind on a plane, just wear a really big jumper or something. So for number 9, I'm going to talk about packing while swimming. I know some people say not to if you're going in the sea because you're just going to have a grubby packer, but you could use socks firstly, or you could sort of use your packer in special swimming underwear, or in underwear that you can get places like Primark, that sort of swimmy material, if you know what I mean. As long as you have fairly tight underwear, you should be good. I'll put a link to my packing video in the description and in the comments, because I think that would be quite helpful as well. So lastly, number 10 is deodorant. That sounds lame, but seriously, deodorant can really help with dysphoria because it has a very specific masculine or feminine smell, if you know what I mean. I'd recommend the Nivea Men one just because that's what I've been using, and it definitely doesn't smell feminine in any way. Also because binding in the summer can get really sweaty and is kind of gross. So that's the end of my summer survival guide. Be sure to comment, as I said, any other videos you'd like to see. Hope you like the new editing as well. I kind of upped my game. I feel like it's gonna take me a good 8 hours, but so yeah, be sure to share with your friends if you can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.